Can you hear me now?
Okay, so I think Isaac Great is having network issues because I cannot hear him.
Hello?
I don't know if you can hear him. So
I think he's having network issues.
yeah, the next person, Omoto Shaw. I hope I'm pronouncing that well.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
have some
speak up?
question. Yeah. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, well, I'll say the journey has been good and fantastic. Probably because maybe I have good team members, because they have been supportive members, and in fact I didn't even see myself as a team lead safe, because anyway, overall it has been a wonderful experience, and it's fine.
Okay, that's good to hear. Next person, Ibrahim.
Okay, well, the team experience was, team lead experience was actually very interesting. You know, we all worked as one, and having to put everyone's ideas together was, you know, very interesting for me, and I really enjoyed the whole process. And my team members are wonderful people. Thank you.
That's nice. Agnes, can we hear you?
Sure. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Being a team lead was very challenging, and I won't say we had issues at the beginning getting people together. I mean, I had to message people individually. Some people did not have their notifications on, but overall it was all right, I guess. It was all right.
Okay. Dixon, please speak up.
Hi, hello, good evening, KodeCamp. I'm representing the team lead because apparently 100 is the maximum number of members this call can take. So he's not here, and a couple of my teammates are not here because of that reason.
Okay, sorry, a quick one, please. A quick one, please. So this is what we're going to do, and I need you guys to really, really cooperate with me very well. Okay, so once we're done with the introductions, okay, since we actually know the order at which we're going to be presenting, so we're just going to be we're going to do this in batches. You guys are really much, as you can see. So we're going to do this in batches, okay? So we'll just have 3 teams on the Zoom. The rest, please, you can join using the YouTube link. I don't know if I'm clear.
Okay.
The first 3 teams, Mercury, immediately we're done with the whatever it is you guys are saying, your statements and everything. The first 3 teams, we're just going to do it in batches, okay? So let's start, we'll start with 3 and see how we can actually accommodate that. So please, 3 teams on the call. All right, I think we can actually do 4. Yeah, I think we can actually do 4. So we can even make it 5 since you guys are 10. What's the maximum on a particular group? I think 10, right?
10, yes.
Or how 10? Good. Okay, so since that is 10, so that's fine. So we can have 5 groups. So have Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Ceres, and Homer on the Zoom call. The rest of you, please move to the YouTube channel. I want them to use the YouTube link to join so you can get to see what they are doing and also get comments, okay? Once they are done, then we switch. The rest comes back on the Zoom call, and then we do that. Please, let's try as much as possible to be very, very cooperative. Thank you very much. I don't want a situation where team leads are outside and then some other people are inside. So please, let's just do that. So let's round up with our statements from the team leads, and then we get to it. Thank you very much.
Okay, Dixon, over to you. I think you're not done saying what you had to say.
Okay. Working with a team was fun because there are some things we wouldn't have been able to do individually by ourselves. Working with a team was very efficient. It was confusing sometimes because of conflicting ideas, but still, my teammates were the best, and I enjoyed working with them.
Okay, thank you. Divine John Opara.
Okay, hi, good evening. So my team lead was having network issues, but I'm the assistant team lead. So for me, well, for us, really, it was mad stressful. And, we had a number of issues along the way just popping up from everywhere and anywhere, but we made it, sure. And yeah, we had to stay up like in the nights. We stayed long nights a lot of times. Sometimes it was cool, sometimes you end up with back pain. But yeah, generally, it's what you expect working with 10 people on a 6-day project. Yeah. So
Okay, so I'm sure you guys had a lot. I mean, the experience is it's fun and like Damilola said, fantastic, and the rest of you. So right now I'm going to hand over to the host.
Okay, thank you very much, Favor. So yeah, we'll get right into it. So let me just have Team Mercury, Team Venus, Team Jupiter, Team Ceres, and Team Homer on the Zoom call. Please, the rest of you, the rest of the group, please just switch to the YouTube link. Please, let's do that as quick as possible. So I'll just give us 1 minute to do that. Okay. So one more thing. All team leads can stay on the call. All team leads can actually stay on the call. Or if you're representing your team lead, okay, if you're representing your team lead, maybe you're the one going to present or something, you can actually stay on the call. But that's just the only people allowed to stay on this call. Okay, so thank you very much. Let's actually get to it. So team leads, thank you. You can actually just drop your hands. You can drop your hands now. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. Of course, we know the order at which we're actually moving. So when it's your team's turn to present, I need everyone on that team to actually raise their hand. Okay, so I know the number of people that are online regarding that, for that particular team. Okay, please let's do that. Let's pay attention to details. Thank you very much. So we'll start with Team Mercury. I hope you're ready for us. Team Mercury. So let me have everyone in Team Mercury. Let me have their hands up. Okay, so we have 8 persons. Okay, so you all have 5 minutes. You know the drill. 5 minutes for your presentation. Okay, so Team Mercury, your time starts now.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Damilola Olufisoye, and I am excited to be here. It's been 9 days, 9 amazing days with incredible people on Team Mercury, and I must say it already feels like a family. So just like everyone else we were assigned to design a website for KodeCamp, and we're supposed to take into consideration the fact that it was going to be an e-learning site. Now, we know fully well that anyone can design, okay? But to make your design useful and relevant, it must actually solve a problem. Therefore, we started out by carrying out our research, and we found out 3 things. 1, that we live in an era where physical books are actually being replaced with electronic materials. And that 2, most youths sought out knowledge and even share knowledge via the internet. Then 3, the COVID-19 outbreak has actually intensified the need for e-learning platforms. So to push further, we wanted to understand the behavior and the major pain point of various people. This includes students, interns, potential interns, and even mentors. So we decided to create a questionnaire. And our key questions were: 1, what e-learning platforms do people usually use? What factors do people consider when they're choosing an e-learning platform? Then what current pain points do they face when you're choosing an e-learning platform. Now, interviews were done, questionnaires were sent out. We actually had 2 batches of questionnaires. One was focused at the interns and another was focused as mentors and potential mentors. Then we were able to get answers. Answers were gotten. So our answers basically were revolving around something easy to use, something I can reach out to a mentor, or an intern can reach out to a mentor can reach out to an intern, something I can get notifications, something that will easily solve my problem. So as you can see on the screen, this is our Miro board, and then we're able to create empathy maps, personas, user journey, information architecture, our user flow, our user story. Yeah, and therefore this was able to help us move to. Sorry, someone is not on mute. Yes, we're able to move to.
So sorry about that. I think I'm going to have to just kick out 2 persons on this call. Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, so as you can see, we created our style guide. We got that from KodeCamp logo. So we created our style guide for our web view and then for our mobile view. Then we're able to move to our lo-fi, our low fidelity wireframe, and then finally our hi-fi. So let's move quickly to the prototype and let's take you guys on a journey. So this is the homepage. The homepage, you can become an intern, become a mentor. You also have already our sponsors. You have our success story. You have joined the next cohort. You have become an intern, just to make sure that we have all the buttons clicked. So yeah, to actually test, for example, I click on About KodeCamp. You have About KodeCamp. I click on the home. I go back to the home page. I have courses, available courses, UI, UX, front end, back end, Android developer. So you can actually pick a course you want without even logging in, because you haven't gotten to that stage yet. So if you want to learn more about UI, UX, you click on that. You have this. You have the tools, the information, the course overview, the weeks. And this was very important to us because we wanted to actually know, we're spending 16 weeks, right? But how is it structured? What am I doing in week 1? What am I doing in week 2? So this is something very important to us. So we're able to meet our mentors, us, and then join the next cohort, become an intern. You can decide to become a mentor, become an intern. So if I become an intern, I'm taking you to the sign up page. You sign up, you go to the login, you go to the dashboard of the mentor. So you have a dashboard here. On the dashboard, you can view your profile, you can get notifications, you can get tasks. You could also chat with your mentor. Then you could also log out, or you have the FAQ. Yes, the FAQ, you have questions on the FAQ. And then, sorry, let me go back. If you want to log in as a mentor, or you want to sign up as a mentor, you can become a mentor. You sign up as a mentor, you get to the dashboard. This is you as a mentor. You can submit your tasks that you want to give out to the student. You can see whether these tasks are graded or they're not graded. You haven't checked it yet. You have your inbox. If you want to upload a video, so you can upload a video for a student, record. So or paste a new video, a new link. You can do that, update. And then you have this, and then you have settings. You can change your settings, edit your profile, save your changes. Yeah. And then finally, you can log out. When you want to log out, you get the pop-up, yes or no. If yes, you get out, come back to the sign-in page. If no, you're still there. And then we also have something for our sponsors. Yes. I'm going back to the home page so that you could actually see what we have for our sponsors. Yes, so if you want to become a sponsor, you could actually donate something. So in case we have sponsors who want to support this cause, so we have that. And then you can donate. Once you donate, you have this, whether it's MasterCard or whatever, donate, you get thank you message. You can go back to the home in case there's already a cohort going on, just like now, and someone wants to sign up for KodeCamp already. He has heard about KodeCamp, but there's a cohort already going on. So you can join the next cohort, and then you're already on the wait list. So it takes you to the wait list. So once you click on the wait list, it tells you thank you, and then your information is saved so that when next you're coming in, or when next the cohort is starting, you can get notified that the cohort is starting. So you also have resources. We have a page for resources where you can find useful resources. Yeah. So you have this for resources. You could check out resources, and yes, that's basically our web view. We also have all this on mobile view. Let me quickly go to mobile view. Yes, so we have all this on mobile view. One key feature too is, one interesting feature I must say, is the chat. So in case you have any questions, I saw in the FAQ, and you need answers urgently, you can click on the chat and then chat with us. So there's a pop-up that you have chat, your name, your email, you can ask a question, and then we can reach out to you. So it's basically the same features, the same that I showed earlier on, but this is basically it. You log in, intern dashboard. So you can submit a task as an intern. You have all this. And then it takes you back to the home page. You could log out, log in, basically the same features.
Okay, thank you very much. Your time is up. That was actually a very nice presentation. Okay, so I think at this point I'm going to call on the mentors to give their feedback. Okay, so mentors, over to you.
Okay, it was a very nice presentation. I've gone through your work and it was very easy to navigate. I think I'll give you that. And I think your design was very simple. I like that it was very simple to the eye. So many things were not hard on the eye, blah, blah, blah. So I like how very simple it is. And I like that you guys actually paid attention to a lot of alignment, even though some of them still need like a little bit of, improvement. But the truth is, overall, I think you guys really paid attention to alignment. Like, it was very obvious that you guys paid attention to aligning your elements, and I think I'm really, really glad about that, because I know that was like a very huge issue during, so far so good, that has been an issue. But I like that you guys have actually gone back to the drawing board and you got things done perfectly to an extent. However, I think I'm going to start with your research, right? I was going through your research questions, and I like them, but there was something that I wanted to note. So after you said, tell us about yourself, the next thing you said was, are you an online learner? So from all the things I saw on these research questions, I was expecting to see something like maybe, how do you learn? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, how do you learn, like generally, instead of us jumping into, are you an online learner? Because the truth is, it's learning. One thing can affect the other. Do you get? I mean, just even though it's an online platform, some of the ways you learn in them physically will also be incorporated in the e-learning process, just so that you can have a feel of how it feels to learn. Like, you won't see something that is so different from what you are used to. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So instead of jumping into, are you an online learner? I was expecting like a general question where you're trying to understand how your users actually learn, right? So I think that is just what I want to just point out for the research questions. Like, instead of jumping straight, I understand that you're trying to solve problem for e-learning. I suppose particular about e-learning, but something has to lead to something. So yeah, that's what I'll just point out about your research. But overall, I liked your content. So it's actually very interesting to read. Like, very, very interesting to read. So whoever wrote this did a good job. I also liked your Miro board, by the way. Yes, it was like so easy. Like, my cognitive load was not so much. Like, it was easy for me to grasp. I remember when I was going through your user journey map, I was like, okay, easy breezy. Like, I was understanding what you guys are trying to tell me. And that is just the beauty of it. Like, it shows that you guys actually get what UI UX means. Like, it's not just about designing. It's about the fact that if I should come to your board, there should be UI UX even on your board. It's not just about the products that are going to produce at the end of the day. So I really, really appreciate that, because I didn't even have time to really go through. So I was glad that, okay, when I finally had the time, I didn't have to start scratching my brain that what are you trying to say? So yeah, this is really nice. Then now for your design, the UI, then what I want to point out is I think you guys are very, very particular about using the brand color, which is very great, by the way, awesome. But don't let it constrain you. For instance, let me take your buttons. Become an intern, become a mentor, become a sponsor. You see how you guys did your secondary buttons to have like green borders and green strokes, then maybe the inside button was not like blue. There was no need for it to have green strokes. You could have just made this blue, to be honest. I can understand that the KodeCamp's color is green and blue, and you're trying to show that yes, this is the KodeCamp color, fine, but you don't have to like make your strokes green. It could have just been blue. Like you just made your secondary button maybe the stroke version of the main button. Then for your footer's background was a little bit let's say it's made your text less visible than it should be. Could have just used like a lighter gray to have worked perfectly. I think this gray is a little bit too off. I remember when I was like checking your mobile, so it was looking like you attached the wire, like a low-fi with your i5. Then I found out that, okay, it's not like you attached a low-fi, it's actually what you guys designed. So next time, like try to check how visually pleasing it is to you or to other people. Like test it to other people. Don't just test among yourselves. Test to people that are not even into design. Do you get? Like just to see their reactions and all of that. Then for your mobile, see that part where you have the live chat. Your live chat could have just been a floating chat instead of it's been in between the old buttons and blah blah blah. It could have been a floating chat. Like that's how they do live chats. It shouldn't have to be between those things. Let it just be a floating chat. Then there was this part where you like talked about grade, like when you go to, like I think as a mentor, you see where a part has been graded and a part that has not, and a part where you can just click to view your task. Now the question I asked myself is, okay, let's say I've graded a task here, and okay, let's say I go to my task and I see that, okay, this one has been graded, the next one is view task. So other my graded task, how do I view my graded task? Because from what I can see here, once I've graded something, the button changes from view task to graded. So for me, graded is a status, not a button. So rather than design it to look like a button, why not design it to look like a status, right? Like a status that indicates that, okay, this has been graded, while I can still view my task. So I would expect to see something like, okay, graded, then my button is still there, like maybe view details. You shouldn't remove view details. Like I'm still supposed to be able to view that task that has been graded. So I think that is all for that part. But overall, your work was simple. It was very easy to navigate. I love that you guys are really, really improved. Like this is really nice. For a 6 weeks project and and everything, you guys are like awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so we're really pressed for time. So some certain feedback, we'll just try as much as possible to compile it and then give it to you guys to really go back and then look into and then make certain corrections. I know if I have passionate mentors, so if I give them the floor, we may not actually leave here today. So thank you, Team Mercury. Okay, thank you very much. Let's just move to the next team presentation. Thank you, you can stop sharing. Okay, Team Venus, are you ready?
Yeah, ready?
Okay, Damilola, you can stop sharing, please.
Yes. So what to do just that. Okay, my laptop is freezing. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll do that for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so Team Venus, I have 9 pairs. Team Venus. Team Mercury, please, you can take your hands down, please. You can do that now. So Team Venus. Okay, quickly, your time starts now.
All right, my name is Ayomide. I'll be presenting for Team Venus. I'll first of all start with, I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
All right, let me quickly go to our mirror board. First of all, start with what our user pain point is, what led to our personas, So we understand in the digital age, we need to have something digital for people who are new online users, and how they will easily navigate the website for learning. So this led to a personas where we interviewed people trying to switch careers, new intern, corpers who don't have enough funds to pay for e-learning courses and all of that. So this brought us to our features and our user story. So here we have a few things we added. That's for a user to be able to get in contact with a mentor, set notifications for courses. The platform is totally free, and you can also take notes while the class is on. You can also save videos to watch later, and you can also join online videos. So we try to even though you're not paying, at least you should have all the benefits of learning in an e-learning platform. So this is what we have for our user story, user persona, and also our user journey map. Yeah, basically the user flow. Okay, I'll move on to our Figma files. Can you see my screen, please? Hello?
We can see your Miro board.
We can see your Miro, not your Figma.
Okay, let me switch. All right, so this is our landing page where the users get to once they look for the link online to go to KodeCamp. So here we have basically description of popular courses where you can also click a button to get started. The get started button leads you to where you log in, where you sign up, and then you input your details. We have the login button. You can sign up, you can log in, and you can continue with Google. So I'll be using the login now to take us to the login. And once you are able to log in, this takes you to your dashboard as a login user. You can see the popular courses that you can take.
Hello. Is this network? Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay,
Hello.
so is Mr. Ayo still there? Well, one moment.
Okay, so I guess your team lead is having network issues.
That's not the team lead. I am the team lead. He is the one that is to present for us. One moment.
Have 2 minutes. Please let's be very attentive to our phones. Don't mistakenly unmute yourself. If you're not a team lead 1, if you're not in the team 2, else you just leave this call, please.
Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your Miro board.
Okay, one moment. No. Are you seeing the Figma now?
Yeah, we can see it, yes.
Okay. So from where he stopped, sorry for the network disruptions. When you click on the join now, you can be able to log in or sign up. Once you sign up, it gives you a success story, so you can be able to sign in. And when you sign in, you can see our popular courses, and you can be able to pick a course. So when you pick a course, it actually takes you to the class of that particular course. And then you can take notes while the course is going on. And when you finish, you can be able to save the notes. And when you save the notes, it takes you back to your courses page. And if you would like to also view your profile as to what has been going on, you can be able to view your profile as in the activities that you have been doing, the project worked on, the weekly activities, and also you can be able to also view your overview, basically, of what you have been taking. So here in your profile overview, you can be able to see, okay, the courses, what percentage have you gone? And you can see here we have 89% finished, and depending courses that you have, or depending assignments that you are yet to do, and the status of the assignment, the deadline for the assignments, the scores, the grades, and these particular courses. When you're done with this, you can be able to return to profile. And then for the dashboard, you can be able to go to the About Us, About KodeCamp, and be able to see what KodeCamp, this is also available from the home on the dashboard. You can be able to see what KodeCamp is about. And you can contact us, like reach out to us if you would like to, be notified for the next classes that we may have. And when you do contact us, you can be able to return back to the landing page. So from the landing page, you don't have to be signed up to be able to contact us in case we have classes going forward. So this is basically our presentation.
Thank you very much. Okay, so let's have mentor feedback, please.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, so Team Venus, nice job for what you did. I would actually comment on your research questions. I love the research questions because they were all user-centered, and I love it. I also love your user flow, your personal stories. Everything. I love that part. Then when it got to your user flow, it wasn't structured very well because I was trying to figure out how I am supposed to move, as in how I'm supposed to know how to move, navigate throughout your work, which wasn't properly noted in your user flow. Then your alignment, you actually need to work on your alignment very well because most of your works were not aligned properly. Then I also noticed something, your icons. Some places where they included some icons, they were different. When working on icons, most times you should actually look at the sizes you need to use for all of them. I know most of them you might not get. For instance, I'm using 24 by 24 for this particular icon, and I might not get the same size for the other one because it might not be looking very good. But make use of your sheet and make sure your icons are properly equal. Then I noticed that your border radius, you use different border radius in your design. When for some cards, the border radius in this card is different from this other one. Then for contrasting, I don't think it was on your landing page that your button, the white you use with your color, I can't actually see it. I had to strain my eyes to see what was written, what your button text was.
Okay.
And also, I noticed something. Nobody actually paid attention to UX writing. That is also an important part of the project. You cannot keep using Lawrence into everywhere, everything you wanted to do. Like no, somebody was supposed to actually look at why do we carry out UI UX research so that your users can be able to understand and how to navigate. But there was no proper UX writing for your work. It was just learning everywhere. Then I noticed that while trying to view your prototype, it was actually very scattered. I could not know where to. I don't know if it was for the web because this mobile that you just presented now. But on my own screen, I don't know whether maybe because of how it was shared, I could not actually navigate on it. But aside that, your work, I love the work. I love your colors. I love every other thing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Boma. Thank you very much. Does any mentor want to weigh in? What a mentor want to say? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well done, Team Venus. I'm just gonna quickly, round up what she said and add a little more things. I do like your research plan. I couldn't find anything to add or remove from it. It was good. Your persona was nice too. Love the charts. My first issue was a user story. It needs a little bit more context. In the class when we learned about it, we said you describe the user, so it gives more context to why the person wants to achieve something and how they will benefit from that thing. I just kept saying as a user, who is the user? So you need to pay attention to that in your future user stories. And then like Boma said, your user flows need more clarity. How come there's a line connecting your landing page to sign up, to homepage, to about us? Like, that was very confusing. It took me a lot of time to figure out what was happening there. So what you want to do in your user flow is make things clearer. However, extra rectangles you have to create or longer lines, but just make it clearer. Okay, so I know that from here, I'm going here and I'm going back here. That's that. I think you nailed your lo-fi, at least for the web. Okay, white background, gray images and all that, gray rectangles rather. So when you got to your mobile view, how come you didn't use the white background? It was very, I should say clumsy or messy because it was just gray background. And the Figma background is already almost gray or like a lighter shade of gray. So this is like for everybody. On your lo-fi, try to use a white background, then represent every other thing with gray. It makes it look better. It makes it clearer. Okay, from those mobile view, I could not figure out what the design was supposed to look like, and that's wrong, right? I want to comment your use of colors. You were like one of the few things that tried to do something different from KodeCamp's already existent colors. So well done on that. I love your landing page. Like Boma said, design technicalities, you have a lot of work to do there. Your alignment, your consistency, your border radius, the buttons. Why would you have an 80px button, but your text field, the input field will be like 60 or they'll be like 50. Everything needs to be consistent. It makes the design look better and you won't see it until you're done. Okay, so pay attention to that. I love your mobile responsive version. I think that is why you prototyped the mobile part, because I agree that it looks good, although some of the margins were finicky, but that's that. One more thing, your courses page needs a lot of work. How can you just put picture cards of courses and I don't know what's what? You didn't label it. Is this UI UX? Is this for web? Is this for, I don't know what's what. So please pay attention to your design. Like to the very final bit. If I'm seeing a courses page, I need to see a breakdown of what each course is for. But all in all, I think you did a good job. And well done with the colors. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dara, for your feedback. Okay, so let's move on quickly. Thank you, Team Venus, for that. So let's move on quickly to Team Jupiter. Please, I'm going to be very fast right now. Team Jupiter, please, let's go ahead. Team Ceres, please be on standby. Okay, Team Jupiter, your time starts now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello, okay, I said
yes.
I'm Chidima and I'm presenting for Team Jupiter. All right, so
okay,
we started off with a research plan, and it was because in the world of today, everybody would want to, or everybody gets like an item to add to their portfolio, and we wanted to know what exact skill people wanted to learn, and even if they had a particular skill, what exactly or what platform they had used before. And so we had questions. So the problem statement was individuals interested in gaining tech related skills and they don't know the roadmap to follow. So one was creating an e-learning research. Our target audience were current code campers, students, and research graduates. Most of our the age range was between 16 to 45. These were our research questions. All right, so we analyzed the data, and at the end of the analysis, we had about 7 main pain points, which were they didn't have platforms to communicate with or the tutors or other instructors directly after the class, and even during the class. And some were unable to share their ideas with some of the fellow learners to learn from them. And sometimes when they uploaded videos, they were unable to skip to the points of the videos that were important. There were no reminders for the classes because some of them were working, some were students. So they needed sometimes they're busy and they needed to be reminded of the classes. They also, all of them actually wanted certificates upon code. They wanted, so they needed progress, and they also wanted feedbacks. So this led us to creating personas. And then we also had empathy maps. We had user stories, which were most of the pain points and features we thought would combat them. This is our user flow, and this is our information architecture. So we create the low fidelity wireframes and then the high fidelity wireframes for both the website and the mobile. So this is a prototype of it. So we have the home button, we have the about. It takes us to everything we need to know on KodeCamp. Then we also have the community. We have, because they asked that people. So we have the communities, and then they can join the communities and talk to the fellow learners and also talk to mentors still on the chat. Then we have an account section where we have the personal info, we have notifications, we have the courses. So here we see the courses the person has enrolled for. And then here, the person download a certificate at the end of their. All right, so it was important to note that we intended that this website would attract investors, and because investors would always need to make money at the end of the day, we thought that it was important that some of these courses were being paid for. So we had the UI UX design, web, and then Python, which were most of the we did the research for wanted to partake in. So when you click on begin now, it shows the ones that are free. And also it's important to note that we asked for the how much they had spent on courses they had enrolled before and how much they were willing to spend on. So this was supposed to fit into their pocket range, sort of. So when you enroll now, so this is important because you can see what is where, and you can skip to the point of the video you want to watch. And then these are all the things under the UI UX design for beginners. You can also ask questions. You can see answers from former questions being asked. This is how you add your own question. And then also, they also wanted resources. So I had a link where they can share learning. And then, so this reminder, they said they needed reminders because sometimes they forget the classes. So when you set the reminder, it shows that at this time, an email will be sent to them to remind them of the classes they have. And these are for people that want live classes. The other recorded videos are for people that can't make the live classes and rather watch it on at time. So they can also come and watch the recorded videos. At the end of the classes, there are assignments with the due date and due time, and then they should be submitted. And when they're submitted, they come back here to take the remaining courses. And at the end of the courses, they can now get their certificates. This or when so there's a my courses far they have come, the courses they have been that are completed, and the progress reports for the rest. So it's also important to note that there is a feedback button where they get feedbacks for every single um, lesson completed, and because after every lesson is an assignment, so this is the feedback on the task that they have completed here. From here, they can and read messages that they need to read. So here we have the frequently asked questions. They can contact us, and they can also sign up to our newsletter for all other informations that we have. Then we have the other privacy policy, and this is just telling about who we are. So
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Steve Jupiter. Thank you very much. Your time has been spent already. Chidera, you're already on mute, so do you have something to say?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
So one thing that stands out already is that you paid attention to your research results and you implemented everything, like almost everything. So that's good to see, because it's very important to be able to turn research into design. Okay, so well done on that. I saw your research plan. It had results in it. Here's my problem with it. Okay, for the sake of this presentation, it's good. So it helped me to see if you actually implemented based on your results. But if you're creating a research plan for a client or for your company, I don't think your results should be in it. In fact, your research plan will be like the first thing before any design, right? So how come results are in your research plan? You can have that in a separate sheet, okay? But apart from that, research plan is good. Okay, then you definitely got creative with your personas. I love it. I love your information architecture. The fact that you broke down your user flows, because this is, it gets complex. So the fact that you broke it down into like registration, different parts is very professional. Very, very good. I really don't have much, Okay, your lo-fi looks a bit hi-fi. I think you were the team that named it mid-fi. So you need to make that very clear. If you're doing lo-fi, remember what I said, white background, gray boxes and all that. So yeah, don't forget that. Technical design wise, I think you did a good job, really, really. No much alignment issues, a few mistakes with your margin, but there was good balance, there was consistency. So those design principles, I think you really applied them very well. I think your text sizes were small in some areas compared to the images. So, you need to learn to balance that part too. I feel like maybe this is just me, but you could have made better use of your colors. One thing you need to know as a designer is that you need to stay up to date, move with design trends. We're kind of moving away from gradients. And the thing with gradients is that if you don't really know how to use it, it can mess up your design real quick, right? So I do feel you could have toned it down a little bit. Your hero section, for example, on your landing page. Yeah, so generally pay attention to, if you must use gradient, know that you should use it very well. If not, it gets very difficult and it messes up your design. But all in all, I don't really have much. I think this is cool. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much, Dara. I think Favor's hand is raised. Okay, so Favor, over to you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Jupiter. I would say you guys did a great job. Okay, but I'll start with the research. So I noticed that you guys used I saw a lot of yes or no questions. And when you're conducting a qualitative interview, you're supposed to avoid questions like that, because we want to get more information from our users. Okay, so I think qualitative interviews, you should have questions that start with how, who, what, when, why, where. So avoid questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. So you try to rephrase your questions in a way that invites longer responses from your audience. But then if you choose to include yes or no questions, be sure to include follow-up questions too. something like if yes, okay, so how is this going to help you and stuff like that. So that's what I noticed about your research. And your mirror board, I loved it because it was simple and easy to navigate. Your design, because of time, I don't have to brush through. Your design was simple to great color choice. And then your prototype, I actually noticed that most of your core buttons were non-clickable. Like where you have flow 2, that's your second flow on the prototype, the get started button is non-clickable. I'm like, okay, so how do I get to the next screen? And then the button that said submit link, I'm clicking it and it takes me back to lecture. So how am I supposed to know that my assignment has been submitted? Okay, I think there should be a pop-up that says submitted assignment or whatsoever, successful. So that I'll know, okay, my assignment is actually submitted. And then your question and answer, that's still on your design. The screen where you have question and answer, I cannot post questions because the post button was a non-clickable too. So I think you need to work on that. The issues I have are not logic issues per se, they are UI issues or design fundamentals. And these are solved mostly by experience, okay, like alignment, hierarchy, and the rest of them. So I'll just say, don't stop practicing. Well, you guys did a great job.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. So thank you, Team Jupiter. Thank you, Team Jupiter. Let's move on to Team Ceres. Team Ceres.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm Prashant Mist. I'll be representing my team lead. It's currently not available, but I have 2 other people on the call at the moment. So just share my screen right away. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
All right, cool. Basically, our goal was to design a platform, sort of like what KodeCamp does, but in a much easier way, right? So we wanted to create a platform that works based on people's schedule. But meanwhile, before we came up with that solution, from our user research, we were able to notify a couple of things that most of the research and most of the users have issues with. And that was basically centered around their time. That's as regards work and everything. So we wanted to design a solution for users to work at their own available time. So we also wanted to work on a design platform such that tasks would have to be completed before you move to another task. So what we were able to do was to lock tasks that were not yet what we're able to do was to make sure that whatever task the user is currently working on, if the user does not finish up with the task, we will not be able to move on to the next task. So we're also able to come up with a platform where we can show upcoming events that KodeCamp also have. I would show all of that right away, but just try and take us through what we were able to list down first. And then we're also able to create a platform where we have the course and description. That's before you log in, right? And we were also able to come up with another part of the screen where we get to where users get to interact with every other person. So all of that came from the user's story. As you can see, we were able to come up with user persona first, which was done by members of the group, and also user stories that just place side by side the user persona. Then we were able to also move on to our empathy map. I wouldn't go into much details as regards that because of our time. And we're also able to go straight into the user flow. But before we were able to work on the user flow that's on Miro, we had a sketch on paper, but apparently I don't have that now. One of my team members has that. And then we were able to move on to the information architecture, where we were able to properly put everything in place after design. So I'm moving on to my Figma um, link right now. So first, before we were able to design the high fidelity prototype, right, we started with a style guide. The style guide was just basically ideas of what we felt could be useful. Apparently, we were not able to touch on everything, but we were able to use the most important things. And then we're able to move on to our low fidelity wireframe, where we're able to like just share ideas on how we think the solution should look like, the UI, I mean, should look like. Mind you, like I said earlier, we had a list of things that were put down on paper for as regards the user research that we're able to pass conduct, right? And then we're able to like just design all of these pages one after the other. Then we moved on to our high fidelity prototype, where the project was properly designed. And without further ado, let me just go straight into what our prototype looks like. So this is the landing page of KodeCamp, right? We were able to make certain things just available for people that have kind of like doubting if they want to like really take on courses on KodeCamp. Like for instance, if I click on product design, for instance, it takes me to where we get to explain what product design is, and where we get information overview, like I said earlier. Then you also get to see a part where you have course syllabus, where you were able to see how long you work on a project. So how long you work on the camp. That's if you have the time. And they were also able to design course timetables such that you're able to access, how much of you were able to access the time available for each courses online. So basically, back to my to the main page, we have the menu bar here where we have the about us, where you have browse courses. You can also look into courses directly from browse courses. We have frequently asked questions, that's facts, and contact us. We have the sign up button and sign in button. So if I click the sign up button, it takes me to a page where you can either register with your Facebook or Google, as we all know, and so on and so forth. So if I click on sign up with Facebook, it takes me directly to the landing page, where we have a very simple interface, where we have the profile, the home, and channels. So we were also looking at how we've been able to interact well with Slack. So we wanted something similar to that, where we have a list of channels where you can also check up on updates and everything, and so on, like ask mentors, general introduction, random rule regulation, and then stages that you get to go through. And then we also have, like I said earlier, the part where you get to interact with other people, and so on and so forth. Then we also have parts where we have the notifications, where you can get notifications of people sending you messages, or if a new task has been uploaded, and so on and so forth. And then finally, we have another part where we get to which takes us back to the home button. Pardon me. Oh, that's not working. Which takes us back to the home button. So basically that's just, or that's what we've been able to do for the time being.
All right. Sim series, right?
Yes, sim series.
Right. So just like with the previous teams, your work looked neat to look at, and it wasn't clumsy. I think that's like my favorite part of all the presentations so far. All the comments that they've been dropping on your Figma board has not been in vain. Thank you guys really have been taking in the idea of making use of neatness and giving space. Your work is now breathing. It's good to see. But another thing that I can see here, as I've seen with the others, is I think you guys are too particular about, KodeCamp is green and blue, so I'm going to make it green. I must use green. That green must show. The green is the secondary. Secondary does not have to like take up like 40% of your design. It's not a must, to be honest. Like, it is not a must. I mean, it looked nice when you use it as your heading. I won't lie. I mean, it looked appealing. I didn't even think to that side, but it looks appealing. But the like this green I'm seeing on this that I'm seeing on this overlay, for me, it's off. I don't know if you just me, it looks quite off. I think in your chat side as well, where you place the green on the blue, it was quite off as well. So I think that, I don't know, I think you guys particular about it, oh, this is the brand color, so it must be everywhere. No, it doesn't have to be everywhere. To be honest, I think it was already satisfactory when you used it on as your heading text. I mean, it looks quite appealing, but the old like splashing it on the blue, it was off for me. Then I think apart from that, like your contrast, you need to work on your contrast. There was a part where you placed this red color on your blue. I think it was the same contact comment chat page as well. So yeah, pay attention to your contrast, the kind of colors you place together. Then what else? Yes, I like that you guys try to bring this similar into your work. Like when you mentioned the whole Slack thing, I mean, it feels that people have been learning through Slack, so let us bring something that they are used to. That's very, very good thought process, by the way. I like that. Then when I was going through your user here, your personas, I was lost for a bit. So I was doing this presentation, then I got your point where you said your goal is to help people with different schedules. So from your document, right, it wasn't like clear. Do you get it? It wasn't clear that was what you're trying to achieve. All I can see is, okay, your research questions and the results. The persona too, I didn't get the point. In my head, I was like, why so many personas about students? I mean, if they're all students, why not just like, if they are all different, fine. Like, why can't I just like three or something? If you have like similar things together, why not just lump them together or something? This was not from your presentation, then I got the point. So I would say that from your documents that you submitted, you could have stated that this is what you're trying to solve, right? Instead of just like putting research questions there. Then I think one thing I like about research questions is that there were follow-up questions there. However, it was kind of difficult for me to grasp some things. So it's like you guys are going to understand what you wrote here, obviously. Because obviously, I don't think that you guys were going to ask your questions in this manner from what I can see here. Like, I get the point because I understand what you're trying to ask, but at the same time, I do not get the point. So if you give this to someone that maybe it doesn't do research, right? Doesn't do user research, there's a high chance that person will be asking you questions like, what do you mean by this? In the sense that the flow in which you guys actually wrote certain things was not clear, right? So I think that next time, please write it as though you are asking the person, right? Don't just like slap it there and blah, blah, blah. But I do enjoy the fact that you guys add follow-up questions. Like next time, write it like you're actually like submitting research questions to someone to see how you ask questions to people, not just what you guys understand as a group or as a team. So yeah, I think your research question is good in the area of having follow-up questions. It means that you actually like took note of edge cases or affordances and blah blah blah. So it makes sense. So what else? Like I said, your design was neat, but the colors, I think you're splashing the colors everywhere. I mean, from your dashboard, your menu tab for your dashboard, your nav bars is blue background. Then I'm seeing that blue background for your footer. You could have just used something like very light for your menu bar, so that everywhere is not like blue everywhere. So again, yes, this is your brand color, but you don't have to like splash it everywhere for everyone. Then what else? Pay attention to your design. Always go back to check if there are mistakes, to be honest. Like for instance, I don't know if it's a mistake or it's intentional. Okay, this does not look like a mistake. This looks like an intentional. So your spaces here now, this part where, okay, I think this is a dashboard too, yes, where I get to see, I think these are courses where I like start an exciting journey of a wonderful learning experience. There is no space. Like now it's like they are together. Like there is no space, but I understand these are supposed to be different cards. There is no space. So pay attention to your colors. Don't say because it's your primary color, then your primary and secondary color, everybody must carry blue and green. Nah, no, it must. There's no rule like that. Just like, I mean, it's already obvious that blue is your color. I can see it in your button. I can see it in your footer. Like I can see it already. Like I get the point. So I think learn contrast. Yes, learn contrast. I think you're quite good with your use of shadows to an extent. Yeah, I noted that. Yes, your use of shadows is not bad. I mean, it can be better, but yeah, this is good. So I think that is all. It needs, you took note of consistency, of alignment, by the way. Like, you really did take note of alignment. So yeah, that is all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Tolu. We're going to just move ahead to the next group. Okay, but before I call the next group, so Team Earth, Team Venus, Team Jupiter. Yeah. Yes. So please, you can actually just exit the. Yeah, just exit the Zoom chat. Yeah, the Zoom link. Yes, thank you. Exit the Zoom meeting. Team Earth, Venus, Jupiter, and Ceres. Please, you can just join using the YouTube link. So team leads for, okay, I think I actually made a mistake in. Okay, so, yeah. So I should have Sedna, Pluto. Yeah, Earth, Sedna, Pluto, Saturn. Yes. You can actually just come on the Zoom call. Let's just, so Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Ceres, you can please drop off and join using the Zoom link. So pardon the mistake on the chat. Okay, so Team Homie, are you ready? Your time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chidubem. I'll be presenting for Team Homer. So let's start with the slides. We have the scope of the project. This is the background of the study. Can you go down? So from the background from the scope of the study, we had our research objectives. We had 3 questions that we wanted to find answers to. And then from there, we deduced our research scripts, our interview scripts, and we carried out the research. Can you go to the next slide? So here we have the first persona. And go to the next slide. And the second persona, and the next. And from our research, we also found user stories for each persona. And from that, we moved to our user flow and our information architecture. So one of the things we discovered during our research was that most of the users actually prefer to pay for courses, but sometimes they want to pay in installments. They don't want to pay it they don't want to make one-time payments. And also some of the users said they would also like to have the resources of the courses they took. So let's go to the prototype. Can you go to the prototype, please? Okay, so this is our landing page. So based on what we got off our research, we decided to give a key focus to get people enrolling for free and also getting to pay for courses in installments. So from our from our landing page, when you click on the start, please scroll down to the primary button.
Okay, you basically have 3 more minutes.
You can't see your screen, no?
Yeah, the person presenting is having network issues. Dot log, can you can you present, please? Can you share your screen? Just go straight to the prototype. Go to the landing page. Just go to the landing page, please. Okay, so this is the landing page. Can you scroll? No, this is not the landing page. This is the home page. Yeah, log out. So go to register. So when you so when you create, just go to the sign up page, please. Just flow with me. Okay. So this is signing. This is for someone that has already registered on the platform. So when you click on login, it takes you to the home page. So this is the home page. Please go to courses. So on the courses we have, we segmented each track. We have the web development, we have the mobile development, the UX, UI, and we also have the software development. Please go up to the web development. So on the web development, you can see there are free courses and there are paid courses. Can you click on this CSS syntax on the start this course? So when you click on a paid course, it shows you the plan. So there is an option to make a one-time payment for a course, and there's also an option to pay in installments. But if you're going to pay in installments, each payment must be made before the end of the course. So when you click on pay for this course, any of them, okay, so it directs you to a payment method where you input your information. Then when you click on the complete payment, click on the complete payment. Okay, so you can now go to your dashboard. So we have a personalized dashboard for the users, because another thing we observed was they wanted to keep track of their learning, what they are learning and all that. So we have a progress tracker. When you click on it, it takes you to a page where you can track your progress. So it has a progress report. It's just an overview of everything you are learning and some statistics. And we also have the resources. Please click on resources. So resources takes you to this page where you can download courses you've taken, and you can watch them offline. So when you click on it, after the download, it displays this overlay. Okay, please go back to the dashboard. So we also have a community, because they also said they wanted to synergize with other learners. So we have a Slack channel. So you could actually input your mail and a link will be sent to you on your mail. Click on the send me a link. Okay. So once the link has been sent, to notify you. So we also have the invite friends. So you can choose not to learn alone. You can also invite your friends. So this is the link to the home page. So once you copy the link, you could also share it with your friends.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, team. Yeah, thank you for that. So quickly, mentor feedback. Let's have that quickly.
Okay, I'm going to be very fast. I would want to say something on the basket. This is a presentation. I've seen in a class like this where a particular group won money for just presenting live. We know that there's some things you cannot avoid, but when you're giving things like this, take it as though your recruiter is actually watching. for presentation wise, you cannot be presenting to a client and you'll be telling somebody, no, take it here. You would have just organized yourself that one person should do it. Okay, that's on the person. The research questions I actually love to read was structured. But when you got to your user stories, for me I think it wasn't really comprehensive. I love the user flow because from the home I could see where and where I can actually get to. So thank you very much for that particular one. Then I'm going straight to your designs. I noticed that your cycle is distorted. Like you did not use a perfect circle. Now there's one thing in design in UI UX said users will actually use a platform in a way that they will actually see a platform like a previous platform. Now designing and using a fair, I don't know if it's fair if you're trying to use it as your listing, but for me, if you're using a circle, use the perfect circle. Then for consistency wise, your text input and your button, they were not actually same height and the rest of them. Then I'll actually go straight to your home page, your colors, black and ash. You would have used something more better than this for me. Then if you need pictures for us, what are we supposed to see on the project? Nothing is there for us to see. Then going to our vision and our mission, that's how we have our vision and our mission. It's not organized, very scattered. Same thing we keep just going. So that's good. There was no proper teamwork in this particular work to actually do something nice for us. Meet our mentors. Okay, I would still talk about people not using proper UX writing. Everybody's just including learning himself. Then for the CodeCamp, the color you use for your CodeCamp logo and the color the blue you're using, it doesn't actually match. You can actually check if you know that you don't know how to match colors. There are online tools where you can check all the contrast to see contrast that will work and the one that will not work. See the same thing, your icons, some are bigger than some, right? Some are small. Then I love actually your courses part. It's organized, but you can as well work on you would have worked on it better. Then your resources. If I don't actually know if this introduction to UX, if it's actually a video or a PDF, there's nothing indicated there. I love the fact that I can actually watch and I can actually download. Then Tolu also said something in the previous group that presented about this, about your color combination. It's not mostly wise most times that you use to, but if you cannot use it, it's best that you don't actually use it than to do something that is not fun. Then the stick colors, you have to work on your colors using red, yellow, this on a dashboard. It makes it look very scattered and the rest of them. But I love your sign up and start signing up. I love your research and every other thing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Goma, for your feedback. Okay, so let's just move on. Let's move on. Okay, we are really, really pressed for time. Team Sedna, are you there? Are you ready for us? Team Sedna, let's have you. So Team Earth, you can, okay, I think we should have Team Earth now. Yeah, I hope I am on track. Okay, so whoever is presenting, we definitely cannot hear you. So
can you hear me now?
Yes. Sorry, what's your team name, please?
Team Earth.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Abbas Clavo, representing Team Earth, and we worked on the task given to us, and we were able to come up with our research. and we did qualitative and quantitative research to get opinions from potential users. And these are research questions, as you can see on the Mercury board. And these are the personas that we got from the user research questions. And the information architecture is right there by the left. That's information architecture, the processes and everything. And we have the user stories and the solutions to the user stories. You can see that here. And the pain points. So for our design, we dwelled on the pain points to come up with solutions for the problems our users might be having. And we have our empathy map there also. We also have our user flow right there on the board. So moving on to our hi-fi design. This is the design that we came up with. We used our style guide. The style guide, we were able to come up with the style guide of Figma. And let's just go straight to the prototype. Now, in this prototype, we really considered the experience of the users. Even before signing in, our users can actually check the categories available on the platform. You know, when you click on categories and you can see the different categories that are available on the platform. Let's say you click on design, click on UI UX, then you can learn about it before even signing, getting to know about whatever track or whatever they want to learn on the platform. So if they want to learn, then they can go ahead to sign in. So the sign in page, this is the sign in page. Sign in page, sign in page. So now, if a user wants to sign in, just need their email or their password, and they can sign in with Google or Facebook, and they can also, they have to sign in first. So when they sign, to take them directly to their dashboard. This is how the dashboard is going to look like, where there will be, videos and they can also access the categories through their dashboard. So if they click on their profile will take them to where they can track their progress, see materials that they do working on. Click on the profile. So this is the profile. So this is the dashboard in their profile. They can see the saved videos. They can track their progress, see the tracks that they can take also. So they can also have access to mentors. If it's that they need one-on-one, training, they can have access to mentors. This is the mentors part. So they can contact their mentors and have a chat discussion with their mentors. So let's go back to the home page. They can also receive notification. That's the notification icon there, for their videos and all that to see if they have any available notification. So let's go back to the home page.
Thank you very much, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's just yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, so can I have the mentor feedback, please? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Hello, am I the only one that can hear you?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can also hear you.
I can hear you.
Is anybody hearing anything?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can hear
sorry,
you.
apologies. Can you
I
hear me
can
now?
hear you.
Okay,
Yeah, I can
good.
hear
So
you.
Yes, you can hear you.
apologies. I actually forgot I muted myself. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have all the teams present, and then we'll give a collective feedback that will still hit on the separate teams. Okay, so mentors, please just get your feedbacks ready. Okay, we need to really work with time. Okay, so thank you very much, Team Earth. Stay on the call for your feedback. Okay, Team Sedna, please let's have you 5 minutes, or if you can even make it less than that, that would really be nice. So Team Sedna, over to you, quick.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Can you see my screen?
No, you haven't started.
No, not yet.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see
Yes,
your
we
screen.
can.
And Team Sedna, why are your hands not raised? If you're in Team Sedna, your hand should be raised. That was the instruction.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
5 minutes.
Good evening all. My name is David, and I'll be presenting for Team Sedna. So we started up this project with a research plan, just to understand the behavior of various people regarding e-learning, their major pain points, their choices and experience. So that led us to our research objective, which we really wanted to ask 3 questions. How do people currently learn online? The factors they consider when choosing an e-learning platform, and what are the current frustrations or pain points they face during their learning online. So with that, we sent out a survey questionnaire to various people of different ages, and we got responses from them. And as you can see, these are actually, sorry, I am sharing direct from my Figma board, not my Miro board. So we got responses from them. These are personas. These are what they said, what they thought. They are our empathy map, the personas, then the user stories. We actually decided to work with our target client, which is a parent who wishes to enroll his children in an online learning platform, then and a businessman who wishes to invest, and again a student who wishes to learn online for personal purposes. Then from that, we are able to get their stories. One thing they want to be able to track the growth while learning online, they should be able to access live class instead of linking them to different platforms like Zoom or wherever. If they can be able to access live class on the web, and again a forum where they will be able to meet people of like minds. So we decided to go down, and this is our journey map. We established our style guide. This is actually the style guide. We decided to stick with this original color scheme as in the logo, using a vibrant shade of blue as a primary color. And this is actually the lo-fi from our designs. This is our landing page. And this is the high fidelity prototype, our landing page, the login and sign up, the community, dashboard and all that. Let me just quickly go to our prototype due to the time. Okay, firstly, here is the landing page. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, you can hear you.
Go ahead.
Okay, once you log in, here will be the landing page before you log in. You'll be able to flip through with a clickable prototype. Here is, if you wish to click on About Us, here you get to learn the information about KodeCamp, the necessary information you need. Then if you click on our community, here you'll be able to find our mentors, the sponsors, and get our graduates and their testimonies. Like you can flip and get more testimonies from us. Then here is our gallery. You get to our curriculum, what we offer. If you wish to enroll,
Okay, thank you very much. That's as much as we can take. Thank you very much. That's as much as we can take. Okay, thank you, Team Sedna. Okay, so Team Pluto, please can we have you? Let's actually make our presentations a bit more direct. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so Team Pluto.
Hey, good evening, KodeCamp, mentors, and my colleagues. Can you hear me?
Yes, Team Pluto, we can hear you.
Okay, following the assignment, our research objective was to find out how students learn. That's ones that learn online and the problems they have with it, the issues they have with learning online. So we gave some interview questions, and from there we were able to create our empathy map, our user personas, and create a user flow information architecture and our final design. Can everybody see this? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, this from our interviews, we created a persona. This is Post Malone, 25-year-old student, computer science student, and he wants to be able to take free and paid courses online, wants to be able to download them and join communities so he can communicate with mentors and students, and also wants to be able to save money. Well, the problems he encounters is having to pay for old courses that he already did. If he wants to try them again, you have to pay for them. That's one problem. And no mentors to answer his questions. And having to spend a lot of time on live classes, he ends up spending so much data. And we came up with the solution. This is our user flow and information architecture. These are user stories. One of them was knowing more about KodeCamp, their success stories, being able to connect with students and mentors, save classes, that is to download them, support, the course catalog, payment method, and the rest, user module and newsletter. This is our prototype. When you open the KodeCamp website for e-learning, this is the first thing you meet. Just a brief into everything the website has to offer. When you get started, you can either sign up, create an account, or sign in. When you sign in, you get this as a pre-existing user, or when you sign up, create a new account, you get this as a new user. And this is the drop down for the accounts. And yes, because when you sign in, you can check the courses you have in progress or completed classes. Courses in progress, you get to see more information, more details on it, each category, each topic, or each stage of the class you're attending. This is the first module, and the second module, they're divided into modules. When you click on resume, you can see the courses. So at the footer, you have links to you have links to different aspects of the page. This shows the categories. This takes you to the About Us page. The About Us shows where you can join a community. This button should link to a Slack page that shows the communities where you can join. Here you get to see past experiences and testimonies. You click on this button, it takes you to more stories about KodeCamp and graduates. Now, the assignment was to focus on making it marketable to sponsors and partners. So we created this feature. As a partner, you can either join and partner with KodeCamp, or as a sponsor, you can support and donate to support KodeCamp. This support button takes you to the frequently asked questions and where you can get support for questions and other problems you might encounter. At the end of everything, you can log out.
Okay, thank you very much, Team Pluto. Thank you very much. I think that was a bit more concise. Okay, thank you very much, Team Pluto. Let's have Team Saturn. Team Saturn, please, quickly. Apologies for the haste, but we really need to try to finish up in less amount of time. Yes, good evening.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Just a minute.
Okay, just a second instead.
Second, rather, sorry.
Okay, Team Neptune, please get ready. You go on immediately after Team Saturn.
Okay, so while that is going on, we designed a website, KodeCamp website, where, can we see my screen now?
Yeah, we can see your screen now.
Okay, thank you. The website is a platform that enables everyone that are enthusiastic about learning tech and wants to build a career on it. This website helps them to have access to learning resources as well as mentors that can help their learning journey easy. Having said that, then we use the 5 major design thinking procedure, which is empathizing, defining, ideating, and all to create our design process. And with that, we're able to come up with 8 major design interfaces that will help our user journey. The first one of which is the defining stage. We asked ourselves, okay, what is the goal of this website? What do we stand to gain with this website? And we came to the understanding that the websites for KodeCamp Technical School, where it will be easy for students who might want to learn some skill and have access to some tech courses and resources. It also gives them access to mentors. With that, we're also able to come up with the problem statements using the user personas and the existing competitors of e-learning platform. We found out what their problem statements were. The users complained of having difficulty to complete their tasks. They could not download courses and watch them while offline. They complained that the courses were so lengthy and they could not comprehend it. So with that, we asked our users open-ended questions to figure out what their pain points were and their frustrations. That was how we came up with this user persona. After saying then the second stage of which is the ideation stage. After our problem statement, we came up with the idea of creating an offline accessibility to certain features on the website, whether they are online or not. They still have access to a few features. They can download and save tutorials. They have access to curriculum and some other courses. After which we came up with our user flow. The user can navigate from the splash screen to the landing page, to the dashboard, to all of which the empathy map, we're able to deduce what the user thinks, feels, and does with the existing app, and how we can make as seamless and easy. Same with the information architecture, user story, and then the wireframing for the web flow. We made our sign-up page seamless and able to happen in seconds. Sorry. then style guide, and then the mobile. We move straight to the prototyping. So this is the landing page. Once the user clicks on www.codecamp.com, it takes them here. They don't stay smart. They see what CodeCamp has to offer, course accessibility, scheduled learning, all of which they have access to. They can see what other students are saying, their comments, what they feel about it, everything they see it here on the landing page. They have access to the number of batches to know how consistent they have or the e-learning has been. It gives them confidence on the website. They see the employment rate of the student. Okay, if I tune into this, if I use this platform, what's my chance of securing a job or getting something better for my life? With this, they can decide to join now or sign up. If for a new user to sign up, fill in their details and join for free, the account is created, and then it takes them to their dashboard where they see upcoming events. Okay, this serves like a notification for them. You see upcoming events, and the one you choose to join. You see for any task, for any event you choose, this number of stages required, the percentage you need to get for your grading to proceed. You also get to the resource of where you get to see the different resources available for you to download. After the sign up, account created, and then they can decide to go to the categories. They see the different categories available, and if they choose the UI UX design category, you see the different resources, different classes available. And if they decide to choose this, they see the number of hours required, they see the course content, they can decide to download it, they see what they stand to learn, like the curriculum, they see the tools they have to download for easy flow, they see the mentors they are attached to and how they can reach out to them. After all of this, they can decide to download the course. After this, they can go to my courses, see the different mentors attached to different tracks, different tags. They can reach out to any of them. It's also available. They can start to search also for the different courses or mentors available.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Team Neptune. Thank you very much. That was actually a wonderful one also. Okay, so let's go to Team Neptune. Team Neptune, quickly. Your time starts now, Team Neptune. I'll stop you at exactly 7:09.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
So my name is Chidi. I'm representing Team Neptune.
Okay.
So I'll be sharing my screen to explain. Actually, I'm not the one supposed to. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen now to show what we actually did. Can anyone see my screen, please?
No, we cannot see your screen. You have 4 minutes.
Wow.
Okay, we can see your screen now.
Okay, so we tried designing a website, a platform where students can meet mentors and interact with them and learn from them, regardless. From the research we did, we found out that most people had the difficulty of asking questions when they
away. Though he was not playing the win. See, the thing be say, the guy no deep, but he no get that body. But he was assisting defense second half. Because of him, they don't pass him. The other side is the pass.
Okay, so I think I'm going to have to move on from Team Neptune. Who was that person? Okay, so Team Neptune, thank you very much. I think I'll just move on from you guys. Team Orcus, please let me have you guys. Team Orcus, please let me have you guys on. Team Orcus.
Yeah, okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. So I'm Kyle John. I'll be presenting for Team Orcus. Yeah, so we started first from our research. Let me share my screen for me. Come in. That's my screen.
Not yet. Okay, yes, we can see your screen now.
Okay, thank you very much. So come in. Okay, so we started from our research plan. This is our research plan, and next slide. So the goal of our of this design was to create a platform whereby people can easily get access to technologies, to new technologies, to learn them and upskill. I think my slide is not working. To learn and upskill their sorry. I'll just share from there, but you can see right now. Can you see it? So can you see my slides?
Yes, yes, go ahead. I can see your slide, yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So then our table of content, user research plan, then the personas, user stories, information architecture, user flows, wireframes, high fidelity designs, and
It seems you're having a bit of...
those were okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So and one thing I discovered was that in my research was that most platforms usually they just give courses. They don't give. There's no follow up. There's no backup. Take for instance, I was taking a course recently on Udemy, and because I just took the course and there was no assessment of any sort. You just take the course and next now presented a certificate. And people don't do that, and when they do that, that doesn't mean that nothing that happened. What we that our courses you can work. Now,
Okay, so it's obvious you're having network issues. So I think we just have to move on.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, just go ahead. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, I think that is whereby anybody can learn tech skill, and
we are our target audience was not just students, but also those who are already working, who willing to make a transition in their career. So this is Nola Scott, 21 years old, and this is a persona, also Precious, is an educator. She offers editing as a side gig and drop that. Also, our user persona was Ochegun. Then our user stories. Take a test after user story one. You want to take a test after after a module. So that's user story two, and information architect. Let's make that simple as possible. From the person page, but now
Okay, thank you very much, team. Team Focus. Yes, I think you just have to move on from you. Okay, yeah, we just have to do that. Team Mars, please let me have you. Team Mars, please. Quickly, we need to round up before 7:30. Team Mars, are you on this call? Can I have all members of Team Mars raise their hand, and then team lead or whoever is presenting, you have 5 minutes. I'm stopping you by 7:18. Okay, so Team Mars aren't ready. Okay, so Team Uranus. Team Uranus, please, over to you. Okay, so if Team Uranus are not ready, Team Aries.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is
Sam.
Yes, my name is Sam, and I'm presenting for Team Aries. And
okay,
quickly, I'll just
go ahead.
So what?
You have 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. So quickly, I'll just run through our mirror board. I will share my screen now. There. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Great. So first, we did an interview, and from the interview, is most likely most of the things that we already said were there too. I don't know if I can just go through the screen though, but this is our user flow, and I just rush it because I have no time or limited time. This is our IA information architecture, but from our user research, that was where we got all these from. Our personas are all here. These are our personas from the first person, second, and the third person, and we draw down some ideas together, brought our user flow here, and also we have our information architecture here, and then we're moving straight to our Figma board. Now this is our Figma board. I'll go straight to our, first I'll do, I'll do the screen, the web version of it. So we're going straight with when you come into the website, this is what you're going to see. The first thing you're going to see, this is it. So everything about KodeCamp is just basically here. You can join, you can learn more, you can go down different courses about KodeCamp. Various courses are here. You can see some testimonies from the KodeCamp community. You can join and be an instructor. Of course, you have to pass some certain tests and all that before you can be an instructor. Yeah, so moving forward, we can click on the About page. All right. Actually, this research was actually done to solve the problem of actually downloading courses, taking courses online. They want to be able to get some courses, paid courses or free courses online, and actually get their progress and can come back at any time and continue their research, their courses. So you go to the About page, you see some success stories, you see about KodeCamp, you see the vision statement, the mission statement, the trainers, you can see some of the trainers, and then you can see partners. This is where their logos are actually displayed. And of course, we can go to the courses. Then you click on the courses, you can actually see various courses, my courses, which takes you to your personal courses, free courses or paid courses. Of course, you can see the various courses all lined up. Some are tagged, some amounts, some are free, like that, and like that, web development courses, and so forth and so on. We can go to the resource page. Actually, if you click on my courses, it takes you to another page, which gives you a breakdown of your course, like what you're taking, the language at which you are taking it, the course that what the courses cost, and all that overview and all that like that. And you can go to the resources page. The resources page actually gives you links to other websites or other place where you can get resources, or the resources that we have in KodeCamp. Like from here, you can click on this and it will take you directly to the blog, for example. Now, this is a blog that is showing whatever thing that is showing here. All right. Now you can just read about it, and if you want to share it or you love it and all that, you can just click on it. Now we have the Mentors Corner. This Mentors Corner is actually mainly for the mentors, where they can see the tasks, grade people, and all that and all that. You can just click on it, but before you go into the Mentors Corner, you must actually log in. So this is where you log in, put your identification number, your password, your username, and then you sign in. When you sign in, you see your dashboard. So you see everything about your dashboard. You can see the upcoming classes, your scheduled class. This is where you see it, like from 9 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. That's your other class, prototype, your next class. And then notifications, you can see that you view the task. Anybody that has submitted this task can actually view them here. Maybe they submitted to you directly, you can just view them, and you can reply to messages and on and on. You can see all notifications in one dialog box. And you can actually log in. Like now we have two different logins. Like from here, you can log in just like someone that's coming to KodeCamp and just want to take the free courses, can just log in so that you can know that yes, you are in KodeCamp. You can go to the forget password, of course, it takes you through a series of OTP verification and all that you have to go, and then success story, good, and you're back. Then you can also sign up, of course, put on your name, everything, upload a picture, and also agree to our terms and conditions, sign in, or you log in, or you can actually use any of these links. So you can just sign in and it takes you back here. So quickly, I'm going to the mobile face where you have probably most things the same way. We have the menu bar right here. You can go to the About page, but before I go to the About page, you can just go through the join. When you want to join, you can just go fill the form and then you join straight ahead. And then you can see all visually same thing that are there are still here. So you can learn more, and that takes you to a About page where you can read more about the KodeCamp, see their partners and all that. And also you can go to the courses. Of course, my courses takes you to a place. And there's one fantastic thing about this place is that you can actually go to your profile as a student or as a mentor, as an admin. Actually, you can also log in. You can log in as an admin, mentor, or a student. If you want to log in as an admin, you go there, you put in your information, so you sign in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Team Aries. Thank you. Just match break a little. Thank you very much. That was good. Okay, so I'm actually just going to give chance to one team. Had background noise, but it wasn't actually from them. Team Neptune. Okay, you have just 2 minutes to finish up with your presentation. Team Neptune.
Good evening, I'm here. I can't share my screen.
Yeah, you can share your screen. Team Neptune, you have 3 minutes. I'm stopping you by 7:23. Just finish up your presentation, go straight to your hi-fi, and then make it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Olade Oduola, and I'll be presenting for Team Neptune. So over the KodeCamp website,
and I'll be taking us through it. So we started this project by carrying out a user research to better understand the needs and pain points of our potential users. And we did this by administering questionnaires online via Google Forms, after which we created our persona and user stories. I'll be talking about some of the pain points we identified while explaining the website. So this is our homepage of the KodeCamp website. Here, even before logging in, you can get to view the tracks that we offer. So from here, these are the 4 tracks. I'll be using the front end development for the demonstration. So here you can have an idea what the course is about, what you stand to gain after the program, the overview, prerequisites, and the course information. We included this feature because from our research, we realized that a lot of our users want a structured form of learning. There are a lot of online platforms, but not all of them provide structures for people that are new, especially new into tech, and it can be daunting. So after you look at this, you have an idea what it's about, and you can choose to apply. Once you apply, it takes you to the sign up page. You sign up, and then you have your dashboard. So some of the features we have on the dashboard include discussions with fellow students, booking one-on-one session with a mentor. And the reason we also have this is because of what we found out from our research. We realized that our users want a one-on-one session with a mentor so that the mentors can further clarify gray areas and also discuss with fellow students on areas they don't understand. To my right here, I have videos of downloaded courses. So a major pain point that our users have is that some of the previous e-learning platforms they've used, they are usually live classes, and the classes tend to clash with other things they have to do, like work and other activities. So here you can download videos to watch later. From this page, you can log out, takes you back to the home page. We have frequently asked questions. From here, you can go back home. You can log in. You can choose to become a mentor because we carried out research for both mentors and users and students. Click on become a mentor. Here we ask a few questions. Insert your portfolio, what you do. This is just to ensure that the students that are signing up have the very best, get the very best from their mentors. Submit, and from here you can go back home. If you've already signed up, you can just log in straight. Because we have both mentors and students, you can either log in as a mentor or log in as a learner. Log in as a learner, and then you can log back out. And then for our partners, because we were told to make the website marketable. Once the students are done, we have the paid internship option. So the very best students can intern with some of our partners. So we'll be providing our partners with interns with the best of our abilities, and the students can also get paid from this. So this
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think yes, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, so thank you for all your presentations. So we should be rounding up in the next 20 minutes at most. So let's just have mentor feedback. So mentors, let's keep it short and precise. Let's just get okay. So mentor feedback, please.
Hello, anyone there?
Yes, Mr. Ochina, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I was up a little bit. Just should I give general feedback or for this team that just presented, please? Okay, general feedback.
Yes.
Okay. My colleagues and the other mentors, they've talked about alignment and all of that. But I think one thing some of them have not talked. So let me make it, and it applies to most of the team, all of the team actually. Is you guys are failing to make when you're designing, you have to consider the viewport for the device you're designing for. Like when you're designing for web, you're supposed to all of your important information, they are supposed to be on as in the hero section, sorry, it's supposed to be on that everything is supposed, not, I don't have to scroll like twice or thrice before I see maybe the call to action button. So that's one thing every other all the teams have to take care of. I think it was just only Uranus or Team Uranus that took care of that. And also imagery. So many of you guys, the image you were using, they were unrelated to the action. Team Uranus, they did this a lot, and I was like, what's happening? If you're using an image should be related to the information underneath it. So that's one thing all the whole teams have to put in mind also. And then the copy, my fellow mentors, they've talked about the copy. When you're presenting to clients, you cannot keep using Lorem Ipsum. No, it doesn't work that way. Then for the research, Team Neptune, I noticed they asked too many questions. Their questions, they were nice. It was nice. It was very nice. They were open-ended, but there were too many. And it's an online survey. It's not as if it's a one-on-one interview. So what happens in such a case is when you ask too many open-ended questions during online survey, most users, they end up giving you just 2-sentence response, which is not what you're looking for. So when you're conducting surveys, it's better you make it a good mix of multiple choice questions and open-ended questions. So that's one thing every other team should consider. And also when conducting interviews, it's imperative to ask very clear questions that are not ambiguous. I saw people repeating questions in different forms. No, it doesn't work that way. So that's one thing also. Iconography, some people, they use thick icons together with icons that have thin outlines. Some use field icons. So that's one thing every other team should take care of, accessibility and all of that. So I'll leave the floor for my other mentors to make their contribution.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Mr. Ochena. So I think I'll just have, because of time, I don't know. I think I'll just have Dara just give a collective feedback on behalf of other mentors, please. Just because of time, Dara, just round up the feedback session, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm just going to start by saying well done to everyone. You all have put in the work, like it's obvious, and some teams have more work than the others, but generally, I'm really impressed with the work that you put in. So well done, everyone. As per feedback, I don't think that at this point there is something you've not heard. You know, from one team to the other, some missed something, some did the same thing. So I would say just take back, from every other team's feedback, to take it back and, do more practice. If I should round up, I would say your user stories, your research plans, you've heard what other mentors have said, your technical design, at the end of the day, your technical design, especially your margins, the alignment, your border radius, your text fields, your buttons, your colors, technical design. That's the first thing, before any other thing. And style guide. I was wondering, I saw a couple Figma files that didn't have complete style guide. So your auto layouts, your variants, your components, where were all those things? I know that I didn't see a lot of those, was just typography. Your style guide is incomplete, if it doesn't have all those other features. What else? Those of you adding links to your research plans, I don't think that's how it works. Put all your questions in that research plan. Don't add any link to your research plan so that anybody reading it on hard paper can access everything, at the same time. User story, you already know that you should add more context to it. I want to call out Team Sedna. Your landing page, it's neat, it's fine. But I can tell you right now that you used a UI kit and you did not implement it properly. That is criminal. If you are going to imitate a design, I think Mentor Tolu said something like that. Customize it, like make it now fit your own. Don't copy and paste verbatim, it's not going to work. And if you're caught, you could be sued. So please, I know you had little time to work on stuff, but if you're going to pick a design from the internet, at least customize it. I could tell. I've seen that UI kit somewhere. So please, please, please be very careful. Don't do this for a client's job. Okay, be very, very careful. What else? I don't think there's something that has not been said. Oh, finally, your prototype. Please, how do you go forward without being able to go backward? Even at this point, if you're making a flow and it's going forward, make sure that you're making that the same flow can go, the other way. Please make sure. What else? Well done. Apply your design principles. Pay attention to technicalities, and I think you guys are on a very, very, very good path to, becoming designers. Well done, everyone. And I love the presentations, despite the short period of time. Yeah, that'll be all. Okay.
Thank you very much, Dara, for that. Okay, so we're just going to have two more persons to just talk to us, and then we will call it a night. Okay, so I'm going to make way for Engineer Lawrence Akube. He's the General Manager of CodeCamp. So he has actually been watching you guys. So Engineer Lawrence, over to you, please.
Yeah, good evening. Oh, wow. Man, I've bitten more than I can chew. I don't know how they put it. Don't bite more than you can chew, but it's so many. So I don't know where to start from. So I want to first of all appreciate everyone. Please, a round of applause for the mentors, I beg. Anyhow you can clap, whether you're using the icon or you can unmute yourself and just let me start from there. Okay, wow. So the thing was hitting me like as if I've learned a lot too. I did not go through the class, but from this presentation, I know about mirror board though. For those that don't know, I've learned so much. I can even do I can do research. In fact, I've learned everything I've learned in just this from the mentor feedback. Okay, alignments, all the terminologies getting into my head now. Okay. So I want to appreciate the mentor, man. With all the bad things that's going on in Nigeria, let me start from the mentors. Like, if you get this group of people, it's only goodwill that can do this thing, guys. It's not payment. If you're on this call, if you're listening to me, it's not payment. It's crazy for you to manage this number of people for this length of time and being resilient and keeping it up to this moment, man. It's crazy, and I can tell you that with what we have done so far, right, it's giving us for those of us at the back end, because this is more or less like a website that we are building. CodeCamp, I would just liken it to a website. There is a server somewhere, there's a database, the PHP. The mentors are like the back end, the PHP and the Pythons and all that, because without it, no matter how fine the front end is, which is like the training that you guys are seeing, the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which can be likened to the classes, the upgrading from one level to the other. If there is no engine, if there is no PHP or the Python running the whole thing to the server, it will be messed up. So I want to appreciate them. Okay. Ike, especially, wow, it's not easy. Please, another round of applause for Ike first. So yeah, Uchenna, Boma, Dara, Tolu, and Favor and Ike, guys, I really appreciate what you guys have done. Now let me go to the learners. I don't even know whether to call you guys learners again. I know it's funny, but I don't know whether you guys, well, let's keep on using it because that's what we've been using. Yeah, so the learners, thank you for your goodwill also. Again, you cannot teach goodwill, right? Some people call it commitment, some people call it determination. I call it goodwill because even armed robbers are determined. Even Boko Haram people, they are consistent. The bandits, they are equally courageous. But for people to sit down and learn something that will better their lives and the life of others, I hear so much about empathy. Empathy means that you are trying to solve it. It's only good to be that can make somebody sit down and say, okay, let me solve a problem that exists. So you are putting your energy into something good. So a lot of people put in their energy, they are determined now, but it's just like a Lamborghini moving in the wrong direction. So for you to determine that you are going to do this project, work as a team, I'm not even going to, talk about the difficulty in managing people and all that. It's very difficult. And for the short time that you have and you come up with this thing, I think I can go home and sleep very well this night, that we are not making any mistake in this journey. Team Mercury, well done. I like the idea of become a learner, become a mentor, become a sponsor. Like I'm taking a few things, we can actually bring together from different teams. I like some of the ideas are coming. Venues, they are the only ones that use my picture, Sha. Thank you very much. Maybe it's because my name is Lawrence. That's why I saw a lot of Lawrence Ipsum in their own presentation. Jupiter, the presentation, I like, they are the first people that introduced the idea of PowerPoint. Like they took everything, made sure it shows determination, and I like that. It's like, okay, someone sat down. I think their PowerPoint is the best for me because somebody actually did that. I work in a corporate environment and I know what it takes for someone to put up that kind of presentation. Yes, I noticed it too, in case. I like the idea of the Homier. I saw when they were talking about Empire, the payment option, that was catchy, like meaning I can just pay for 20 minutes. I can decide to pay as you go. I like that idea. It stood out for me. Team Earth, man, your website is more. I was looking at your website and I was thinking about Coursera. Like I just had that feel. It's that's what stood out for me. Team Sedna. One point that came out very well is your live classes. I like the idea. You made it one of the pain point that having live classes, and I like someone is doing someone is doing some thinking. Saturn, man, Saturn like was a tender job. Like you guys, I think they are presenting more like a startup. In fact, as if somebody gave them a contract to go back and like their user research, the way they were presenting the thing, and it was cool. Neptune, okay, they didn't have time. Okay, yeah, they had the disruption. And I like the fact that there's something I want to say here. Why is it that the guys had a very bad network? Which kind of phone does guys buy that all the girls immediately? I think I have to make this point. Lolade came in, Lolado, I think so, came in and rescued the situation. All of a sudden, everything was just working. We can hear how the presentation was moving fine. And I had to think, wait, though, all the guys that presented, all of 99.9%, what happened to your network, I beg? I don't understand. So what Ike, you have to make a kind of maybe you need to take what would they call a questionnaire or something, user research.
No user research.
Seriously, this is very interesting. All the ladies that presented very clean, neat, their network was working. Immediately you call in a guy, network will go. So please, I don't know, you guys have to find out what happened. Yeah, Team Okros, it was more like a pitch again. Like I like the whole idea. Team Aries, man, Team Aries had so much. I don't even know how many screens they did. They have so much to show, and this timing, the timing did not do you guys any good at all. I saw they have so much. This thing was full of content. So I think these are just notes, the notes I took. So please, there are different types of quotients, in the world. IQ, you have heard IQ, intelligent quotient, emotional quotient, social quotient. These are like the three popular quotients, okay? But I want to add one this evening. Presentation quotients. Yeah, please be careful, whether it's a pitch, whether it's a tender, whether you are applying for a contract or something, please try to understand how you can. Let me give you an example. If you do a project, for those that have graduated, or I don't know, if you do a project, we already have chapter 1, chapter 2, and everything. If you are given 1 hour to present, yeah, you can go ahead, start with your introduction, put a little bit of literature review, problem statements, methodology, result, and conclusion. You have all the time in the world. Let's assume it is reduced to 20 minutes. Guys, talk about your topic. talk about the introduction, jump literature review, talk about your problem, the method you're applying, the result, and the conclusion. If it is reduced to 5 minutes presentation, forget about the topic. They already just showed the topic in a slide, then jump to the next slide, introduction. Jump the whole this thing, talk about objective, and then go straight to your conclusion. If you sorry, result and then conclusion. If you have 3 minutes to talk about the same thing, I'm not talking about different project, I'm talking about the same project. If you have 3 minutes, what you do is talk about the topic, the objective, and the results. If you have 3 minutes, then if you have 60 seconds to talk about the same project, just read out your project topic and then read out your findings and conclusion. And then with this, I say thanks. And you would have actually sold the same idea. So what I'm trying to say is that you can meet different scenarios that will determine, how you can present this thing. So if you have 60 seconds, my name is this and my topic is, you mentioned, because topic is part of the objective. You don't need to talk about the objective again because your topic is, or restructure your topic in such a way that it will sound like objective. And then goes, okay, from this topic, what we have discovered is that, you can better treat malaria with chloroquine rather than treat malaria. So if you want more questions, I'm ready to answer your questions. Thanks. You have raised their curiosity and they might go on. But by the time you have 60 seconds, okay, introduction of this topic is, malaria is disturbing the African continent, and it has become a problem, and the WHO, and you are saying the right thing, but before you finish quoting WHO, you say, okay, thank you very much. I think we should call the next person. It would have not made any sense at all. But immediately come, okay, I'm from Nigeria. We have done a research, and what I've discovered is that malaria is predominantly in the northeast or southwest. So all we have discovered is that there are 2 types of treatment. One is the other one is the better treatment is this. Thank you very much. I am here for more questions if you need one, even though you had like 20 slides to present. So we have to be, that's why I'm talking about presentation quotient. So let it, because some of you in future might have a very good idea, but it's going to choke you up in case some of this situation coming. So thank you very much. I'll give you this. I told the guys, the web guys in the morning, whenever you have something to do like this, there is what terminology again, I call it my wedding day mindset. I'm not sure any of us in this call want our wedding day to go wrong, at least in Nigeria, starting from the shower, what's it called, shower something, from the cake to the wedding gown to the everything. We're always very serious when it comes to those kind of things. Nobody wants to do a wedding and the cake has not arrived. So what I call wedding day mentality is that you ask yourself, what are all the things that can go wrong? If it is in the rainy season, you try to get a hall that is indoor. Like if it is dry season, you can risk making it outdoor, all those kind of things. So before the presentation, backups are necessary. Make sure that the teammates are there to back up and everything so that you wouldn't even eat into your time. People might not be patient to, get all the, be waiting for you and all those kind of things. So in all, I want to appreciate everyone that is on this call. I want to appreciate the mentors for their goodwill to stay put and give us the opportunity to equally continue this project. This project is going to grow, and this, of course, this presentation is an indication of our plans. We are not stopping anytime soon. If you have benefited from this, it will become like a community, and we are going to grow this from strength to strength. And attending this particular session has given me more reasons. We are talking to some people, and I believe that before we call them, because this is like, for me, is a mock-up. We are going to actually invite some of the sponsors so that I know we need to push you guys at least early enough so that you know what we're expecting with all the correction that have been done. I don't want to call them in and they'll be like, okay, they have, and we want to, make bold to say that these guys have learned a lot within the course of this project. When we call them in, you guys would have been ready. I am so excited. I don't even have any doubts or any fear. So much confidence flowing in my blood veins. And I believe that by the time we call sponsors in to come and listen, because we want them to make it bigger and better next time so that we can compensate people better. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all your efforts. Thank you, mentors, for this is doing stuff. What this is exactly swimming against the murky waters. I think you guys are doing this thing against all odds. The odds are already against all of us here. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I believe that with this presentation, I think something we should be able to appreciate the mentors. Coming from Lawrence, so it's not KodeCamp. I'm going to, even if it is water to just, you guys have been speaking, I can, from Tolu's voice, you can hear the ginger, So I think I'll end here. Ike, if you allow me, I'll continue. You better just cut me so that
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Lawrence. Thank you for your feedback and your kind words. Okay, so to round this up, I think I'll just call on the reason why we have KodeCamp. He is the CEO of Code House, Engineer Anibet. Engineer Anibet, please over to you.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. I must say I'm really quite impressed by what I've seen. For people, well, I always say this, so let me say it again. I like to mention it. I've been in the whole tech business as a programmer for 29 years now, and I know how difficult it is for somebody to pick up something, learn it, and become quite good or have something to show for it. And I'm quite impressed by what the code campers or learners, I don't know if we should be calling you learners anymore. I think Lauren just said that. But you picked this up, well, maybe some of you already had that knowledge already, before coming in, but most of you probably just came and, within 2-3 months, I'm seeing a lot of amazing stuff. I'm seeing potential. I'm seeing a lot of potential. So I want to commend all the work, that you guys have put in so far. And I want to join Lawrence to commend all the mentors for, helping and pulling you guys, all the learners to this point. A really, really excellent work from the mentors. Thank you very much. I know what most of you may have passed through, and I won't go to saying, or mentioning all of it here because of time, but really, really, really excellent work. And what I want to tell all of you is that there is a huge potential. There is a huge, future for all of you. Tech is big. Tech has always had that potential to be big, and it's growing bigger and bigger. And you will definitely not regret, the time you're spending or you're putting into this. So good job. Now, what I want to say is, as you have picked up so much, from mentors, from KodeCamp, from Codehouse, pay it forward, give it to others, pass it on to others. Talk to people about KodeCamp so that they can come and learn and also benefit the way you have benefited. But also maybe next time we do KodeCamp, which will come quickly next year, if you have the opportunity, come back and be mentors also. Train others, mentor others, but more importantly, continue to improve yourself. Continue to improve yourself. I always say the difference between a junior developer and a senior, or a designer and a product designer and senior, is just how many hours of practice that you are putting, how many hours of experience you are putting. So keep on doing that. After now, when KodeCamp is done, we are going to have a Slack channel, and I want all of you to be part of that, including your mentors, right? A Slack channel, we'll call it KodeCamp Network, that allows all of you to continue to stay in touch, all of us to continue to stay in touch, to learn, to get better, to help each other as we progress in our careers. It will become like a support system for everybody who wants to improve. We want to see how you progress in your career, how you get better when you get good jobs, and even we'll use our opportunity to help people get good jobs, to get the best for the people who are the best. So That's what I want to say. And even the mentors are not excluded. So we'll see. For me personally, I'll see how much I can do at least to give back. It's not just a little, that we give to support your effort, but for some of these mentors, I'm promising you, whatever I can do in my own capacity to help you grow your career, let me know. And whenever there are opportunities, when I see opportunities, I'll definitely come back to KodeCamp mentors, KodeCamp graduates, KodeCamp, learners first. So thank you very much. I'm hoping that we will fine tune these designs, because by next, when we have the real pitch, we'll actually have people, sponsors of KodeCamp, they are going to come around to see, and who knows what will come up from there. So good job, keep on pushing, and definitely you will not regret all this time that you have put into this. So thanks, and yeah, let's keep pushing. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Engineer Nivets. Okay, and a big thanks to the learners. Okay, apologies. The designers. You guys are no longer learners anymore. Okay, so big thanks to the designers, to the mentors. You guys have been amazing. You've been amazing. Thank you very much, Engineer Nibet. Thank you, Engineer Lawrence. Thank you. I see some web mentors also. Okay, they came on the call. I promise I can see you. Thank you very much for being in attendance. Okay. So team leads, let's just be attentive on Slack. Some information will be dropped for you to disseminate to your team members. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, and do have a wonderful experience. Yes.
Please hold on. Can I need to take pictures of at least screenshot about? Can people on their this thing? I'm trying to do a write-up, I beg.
Okay, what exactly do you need, sir?
No, the videos. I just want to take a screenshot and stuff for my own UI UX for the proposal I'm preparing.
Okay. So I think for you to have a better view, you can just switch to, on your Zoom, switch your view to grid, and then we're going to need everyone.
No, I have already. I have.
Okay. So guys, let's just activate our video for just, I think, about 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, so we can actually do that. So quickly, 10 seconds, and then we can just do that. We have 10 seconds to do that. These are beautiful faces, handsome faces. Oh, Taiwo David, this is your smile. Calm down now. You're over smiling. Calm down. Abba.
Okay, Ike, please, someone should start from the last page so that we can make it peak. I'm starting from the front page. Just screen grab. I just want to have like,
okay, yes.
Yeah, please, I'm right. I'm doing a write-up on this for sponsorship.
Okay, so, on the last page, I still don't have people who have activated that video. So I think I have on the second page. Okay, that's okay. So do that quickly. Okay, so I think I have that. Okay, so I think that should be, fine. So are you okay, sir, with the ones you have?
Yeah. So hold on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Okay. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Taiwo, you can stop smiling now. You can stop smiling. Okay, so guys, this was a wonderful one. Sincere apologies for having to constrain the time. Of course, I didn't really want to keep us here for more than 3 hours. Okay, but you guys did a lot of work. So this is it. Of course, you have some things to fine tune. So please work with your team members and fine tune those stuff so we can actually have a very good presentation for the sponsors. Okay, so thank you very much. For the team leads, just move to the Slack channel, and then we'll pass the information directly to you so you can pass it to your team members. Okay, so from me to you guys is saying thank you and have a wonderful night.